Good morning. I'm Ken Griffin, and I'm here to talk to you about the governor's race in the year 2010. And I'm a candidate for that race, and I'd very much like your support. This video is designed to tell you what you're going to get out of it if you support me, because I don't think anybody's going to support me if they don't get something out of it. There are many aspects and many things that we're going to do as governor in 2010, but there are three very important things that will affect you no matter what state that you live in. Three of the things that we want to achieve as governor in the state of Texas in 2010 is we want to eliminate federal income taxes in the state of Texas. Number two, we want to eliminate property taxes for single-family residences that are owner-occupied. And last but not least, we want to bring gasoline back down to $1.50 a gallon or find an automobile that will do 100 miles a gallon, one of those two. Maybe both, okay? Now, again, what does this have to do with you if you don't live in Texas? Well, it's very simple. We can't have one of the 50 states that don't pay taxes and all 49 of the other ones do. That's not going to happen, right? All that we need is we need one state to take a leadership position and tell the federal government to, what's the term? Oh, yeah, go to heck. Well, you know what I mean. You know, we can do this in Texas. There are half a dozen legal ways in which we can actually not pay federal taxes. As a matter of fact, did you know that there's a completely legal way where you can sign a document and the federal government will pay your taxes? No, you didn't know that, did you? Well, it's true, and it's there. Right? I'd like to introduce you to that way. But at any rate, I need your support. So what we're doing here is a number of videos. We're going to shoot for about 10 new videos a week. We're going to try to get a couple hundred videos on the web. That might be overkill, but I want you to understand who I am, what I'm talking about, and how I feel about certain issues here. It's basically just a one-to-one conversation. Now today, I'd like to ask you a question, or let me preface my question by saying this. You know, for years and years and years, I thought about running for politics, but I thought, well, I could never do that because I'm not smart enough, I'm not intelligent enough, I'm just far inferior to all those people who are in politics now. Well, I can think that some of you are laughing right now because it's hard for me not to laugh. You know, if you study politics, you know that all those guys that are there are crooks, liars, and thieves, and they're not there working for you or I. Right? I want to tell you that in all probability, you and I, if we're standing here and there's a crowd of 500 people there, we could probably throw a rock into that crowd and hit somebody that's going to do a better job than any politician we have in Washington, D.C. today. Right? We need honesty, we need integrity, etc., etc. But what I'm trying to get at is common sense. Right? Does it really take too much more than common sense? Aren't people around the world? So using your common sense, let me ask you this question. I want to ask you how war works, because I don't get it. Can you explain this to me? I don't get it. All right? So we have this guy, and his name is Saddam Hussein or Adolf Hitler, or whoever he is, and he's doing something that we don't like. So we call him up on the telephone and say, hey, Adolf, cut that out. And he says, go to hell. So now, okay, so what do? We say to him, okay, well, look, Adolf, if you don't stop this, we're going to send planes over your country, or we're going to kill your people. Of course, Adolf, we realize that you're probably going to bunker and we may not get you, but we're going to kill a lot of people, we're going to blow up a lot of buildings, and we're going to cause a lot of havoc and destroy your infrastructure. But of course, when the war's over, we'll pay for it and rebuild it, you know. And that's what we're going to do. Well, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. I'm going to tell you some things right now, and you're probably not going to like what I'm about to tell you, but it doesn't change anything that it is the facts. Okay. Right now, throughout the United States, there are airplanes equipped at this very moment as we speak with a chemical on those planes where they could spray over the United States and knock out 90% of the entire population of the United States. We just fall over and go to sleep for a week, possibly even die of starvation. This is a fact. It's an aerosol that can be sprayed into the air. And you and I would just fall down. Can't we do that in Iraq? Couldn't we just fly over there, not kill anybody, not blow up any buildings, not waste any tanks? Couldn't we just fly over there, spray this aerosol in the air, and knock everybody out, send our troops in, pick up all the guns, and possess the country? Could we do that, or am I being naive here? Maybe I'm being naive. Okay, let's talk about this. You know, we have this microwave crowd control weapon. Have you seen that in the news? You know, it's like this big little dish, it's like this big dish, and they point it toward people, and if you keep standing there, you get cooked, just like a microwave oven. And so you either cook and die or you run. Isn't there something we could do with that out in the field in war and point that to our adversary and have them run and take off? Couldn't we do that? No, maybe I'm being naive. Okay? How about lasers? Ever heard of a laser? You know what a laser is? You know, we can shoot lasers into space and we can destroy things about 5,000 miles away. Couldn't we get a laser gun or something laser out in the field so we don't use bullets and we can just laser these people? You know, the questions that I'm asking you here is, isn't there a smarter way to conduct war? Do we really have to kill a bunch of people? Do we have to blow up a lot of buildings? And then do we have to fix it at the end? You know, forget the no big contracts and all that stuff that's happening in Iraq right now. Just explain to me how war works. Isn't there a smarter, intelligent way to take over a country? Because isn't that what we want to do? If it's Adolf Hitler or Saddam Hussein, isn't that what we're doing to take over a country? You know? Now, if you're saying no, you know, or maybe you're agreeing with me, you're saying, yeah, we could do that, we could do that. Why don't we do that? Maybe the reason why we don't do that is because maybe war is really not what we think it is. Maybe the purpose of war is to spend money. Maybe the purpose of war is to destroy our equipment, to kill our people, to kill all people. Because what I'm seeing here, the way we're doing war, doesn't make sense now. You know, I just don't get it where we go into a country and blow up things and then we have to pay to have it repaired back. I don't quite get that, and yet we've done that everywhere, right? Japan, Germany, all those places. We paid to have it fixed. I don't get it. So the purpose of this video is to get you to think. You know, we've had all these politicians in office for so long. You've had career Democrats, let's say like Ted Kennedy, and I don't mean to pick on him because I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I don't want to talk about that right now. You know, but if you've been there 30 years, what can you accomplish? What can you show me? What have you done? Isn't there something better here? If I'm forced, if I were president or I were in that position and I had to go into another country and I wanted to do something, there's got to be a better way. I mean, we have drone airplanes now. There must be a better way. Unless what we're told that we want, what we're told we're trying to achieve is not what we're trying to achieve. If the real objective of what we're trying to do is to kill our own citizens, kill people of the world, depopulate the world, destroy infrastructure, put depleted uranium around the world, if that's the real purpose in destroying people and initiating diseases, then we're doing a great job. War is perfect for that. So I guess my question to you is, what's the purpose of war? Think about that one and see what you can let me know about that. My website is www.texasgovernor2010.com. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like you to send this video to people you know. I'd like you to watch more videos. I'd like to come to your town and talk to 1,000 people, to 10,000 people. And I'm looking for skills. How can you help? Maybe you have $1 million and you can write a check. Well, that'd be nice. If you don't, maybe there's some other way you can help. I very much need your support to win this, and I want to do it. If you've ever complained in your life of those lousy crooks and those guys in Washington, now's your chance to do something about it. So, what are you going to do? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.